Hello there, it's time for the business news update, and this is what you'd expect from the business news tonight. Zambia's tax to GDP ratio outpaces Africa, according to the Zambia Revenue Authority, and curio vendors bemoan declining business due to low Vic Falls season. So much coming up as well. We focus on the money markets. We see how the kwacha is performing against the United States dollar. We have some construction news coming up, as well as the construction commodity items. We look at the non-food items and the food items as well from the commodity prices, and we get to wrap it up with some mining news. All this and so much more coming up after this. Now, the Zambia Revenue Authority Commissioner General Dingani Banda has disclosed that Zambia's tax to GDP ratio has averaged 18.3% over the past 5 years, surpassing the continental average of 15%. Speaking as he officiated at the event, Mr. Banda says the performance underscores the need for reforms that promote voluntary compliance, including the upcoming Cooperative Compliance Initiative. He has emphasized that building a technological, efficient, data-driven tax system is critical to the success of such reforms. Mr. Banda further explained that the new operating model introduced in 2024 positions the Zambia Revenue Authority as a regional leader in compliance programs, reflecting a commitment to fostering collaborative systems, rather than adversarial relationships with taxpayers. Meanwhile, International Tax Investment Center, the president there, Daniel Witt, stressed the importance of moving from a confrontational approach to a partnership model, particularly for multinational companies. He says taxpayers are looking for a stable, transparent and predictable tax regime, adding that there is now greater alignment between what tax administrations and taxpayers want.
The Zambia Revenue Authority, in partnership with the International Tax and Investment Center, has hosted a cooperative compliance conference in Lusaka focused on implementing trust-based initiatives to improve trade facilitation and tax compliance. The initiative, which leans more on inland taxes, is in line with the World Customs Organization standards and is built on trust between the tax authority and taxpayers. Officiating the event, ZRA Commissioner General Dingani Banda has revealed that Zambia's tax to GDP ratio has averaged 18.3% over the past 5 years, higher than the continental average of 15%.
Africa continues to grapple with weak tax systems, with a continental tax to GDP ratio averaging at around 15%. We do take note that Zambia's tax to GDP ratio has averaged at about 18.3% over the last 5 years. Sustainably increasing this ratio calls for, among others, implementing reforms that encourage voluntary compliance, such as the Cooperative Compliance Initiative. As Zambia Revenue Authority, we have included in our corporate strategic plan the need for us to implement the Cooperative Compliance Program. We understand through lessons from others and also through our experience on the trade facilitation front, that successful deployment of cooperative compliance for domestic taxes requires building a tax system that is technologically efficient and data-driven.
And International Tax and Investment Center President Daniel Witt has added that taxpayers want a stable, transparent and predictable tax regime, and that Zambia's shift reflects a shared interest between tax administrators and taxpayers.
Invest in human capacity. And number 3, digitalize your tax and customs administrations. As I said, taxpayers have changed. I think we're now waiting for the second part of that, for tax administrations to change. I think the 5 countries gathered here today have woken up to that. That's why we're here together for 3 days. How can we move to more of a partnership approach rather than the aggressive cops and robbers type approach? Most taxpayers, especially the multinational companies who have eyes on them from their home authorities, the share markets, the international business press,
The ZRA has emphasized that developing a technologically efficient and data-driven tax system is essential for the success of these reforms, adding that the new operating model introduced in 2024 positions the country as a leader in compliance programs. Rachel Mumba. For Diamond News.
In more business news, curio traders in Livingston District, Southern Province, have lamented a sharp decline in business, which they attribute to the low season of the Victoria Falls. The traders say with fewer tourists visiting the site, sales of their artifacts have dropped. They have also cited limited marketing of curios on the Zambian side as a challenge, adding that most visitors who view the falls do not make stopovers to appreciate or buy their art. The vendors have told Diamond News that to cope with the downturn, they have been forced to reduce prices on their merchandise in order to make ends meet.
This is not a stream, but the mighty Victoria Falls. What you are seeing is the falls in its low season, which runs from August through November. On the Zambian side, the Victoria Falls is more than just a natural wonder. It is a source of livelihoods for many. When water levels rise, so too does the income of people who depend on it for survival. Right now, curio businesses are feeling the pinch, with sales declining alongside the lower water levels.
At the moment, business is going down because our business is a seasonal business. But we are happy with the new Don government. All the same tourists are coming in. The only bad part is our falls, this time is getting dry. So most of the tourists who come, most of them, they spend most of the time on the other side, Zimbabwe side.
Traders are adapting to the situation, but many call for better marketing strategies to attract visitors throughout the year.
What I can appeal to the tour operators and the hotel management is that when they are bringing their clients to the falls, they should include also the curio market, because they can bring them, then from the falls you just see the tourists going into their buses and going. We have got no time.
So they need to incorporate us also in the tourism package when it comes to marketing, because there are so many people that are coming to see the falls, and actually most of them, they don't know about our stuff, our business.
For now, these businesses will likely only see a real boost when the falls return to their peak season. Gabriel Jesas, Mova, Diamond News, Southern Zambia.
Let's now take a look at how the kwacha is performing against the United States dollar. Now, as of close of business, this is how the kwacha is faring, buying at 23 kwacha 13 Ngwe and selling at 23 kwacha 67 Ngwe against the United States dollar. These are your average commercial rates for today, the 27th of August, 2025. Coming up, we have the construction commodity prices. Now, from the construction commodity prices, for your communication purposes, especially from infrastructure, between infrastructure, you can take a look at these walkie-talkie devices here, going for 2,757 kwacha. And for a hammer drill as well, this is one of the items that you can be able to purchase if you are going to be utilizing this kind of machinery. What you need is exactly 7,038 kwacha. These are the construction commodity prices. We have more commodity prices coming up shortly, and this is for food and non-food items. Now, from the commodity prices for food and non-food items, we start off with the food items. A kg of beef going for 110 kwacha. In between 67 to 70 kwacha is 2 kg worth of sugar, 1 kg worth of sugar in between 35 to 37 kwacha. You have 2.5 kg worth of flour at 89 kwacha. You need in between 175 to 190 to get yourself a 5 kg bag of Nakonde rice. A tray of eggs in between 95 to 115 kwacha. In between 164 to 180 is 2.5 liters of cooking oil. For 5 liters of cooking oil, you need in between 260 to 300 kwacha. You equally need 130 to 150 kwacha to get yourself a 10 kg bag of breakfast mili meal. And for a 25 kg bag of breakfast mili meal, you need in between 260 to 310 kwacha. You also need in between 100 to 120 kwacha for a 10 kg bag of roller mili meal, and for a 25 kg bag worth of it in between 25 to 240 kwacha. These are the commodity prices for the food items. Let's take a read now at the non-food items and start off with toilet paper 10 rolls, 85 kwacha. In between 37 to 40 kwacha is 175 grams of toothpaste. That's for 1 tube. Multi-purpose soap for a bar in between 35 to 45 kwacha. And for washing powder, 500 grams in between 40 to 45 kwacha. Still on washing powder, 1.5 kg worth of it in between 115 to 125 kwacha. And for 3.5 kg worth 3.5 kg pack of washing powder, that is, you need in between 220 to 265 kwacha. You have 1 bar of bathing soap in between 19 to 47 kwacha. And finally, 750 mils of liquid hand washing soap for a bottle. You need exactly 45 kwacha. Those are the commodity prices for the food and non-food items. We'll take a break. The construction news is coming up.